Reggie, a couple weeks ago there was a Craig Mack article that came out that was pretty revealing, and I know it kind of spoke on some of the changes in Craig Mack's life when it came to how he passed away and how he was treated at Bad Boy and stuff. Is there any way you can talk about how, because they put this out in the article and acted like it was like brand new news, like it had never been revealed before that he was going to sign with Death Row. But can you just tell me what you witnessed when it came to Craig Mack and him potentially signing over to Death Row?
Yeah. To be honest, I only had two interactions with Craig. Well, I've known of Craig Mack been around Death Row when I was around in '96. And the first time that was this party I told y'all when Mike Tyson came and Buncher and all them was about to rush you. When Suge had flew a whole bunch of chicks in, him a shout out, well, rest in peace, L.A. Dre. They had got a whole bunch of chicks from strip clubs from Houston, Texas, and from Magic City, Atlanta. And L.A. Dre had brought them all into town to Suge House and flew them all in and paid them and took care of them. And that was the time when Pac acted a fool, and then Suge had to try to repeat the party the next week, and it didn't turn out like the first one did. But because Pac didn't go to the first one because he got mad behind that G Nice situation and stuff. But Craig Mack was at one of the parties. I don't remember if it was the first one or the second one. And so it was heartbreaking for me to hear that nigga turned out to have HIV probably at that time and later died from AIDS. I hope it wasn't at that time, to be honest, because a lot of my friends well, I guess we'll know by now because, yeah, it was a free party and Craig Mack was there. And so that's all I'm going to say on that. But he came around mainly because of Eric B. Of course, Suge would have. I'm telling y'all, Suge ultimate goal, y'all. And that's why, yeah, I ain't going to say too much about the Biggie situation, but he wanted Biggie on Bad Boys. I mean, on Death Row, his goal. Suge is the type of nigga who was thinking of, shit, I have Tupac, Snoop, and Biggie on Death Row. I know that's what Suge here was.
Sounds like he could use the sponsor of today's video, Magic Mind, which has done wonders for me as far as reducing anxiety and making my mind sharper. And anyone watching this can get 48% off their first order in the next 10 days by going to magicmind.com/bomb first and using the code BOMB20, BOMB20.
And y'all got to remember, Craig Mack is the reason that Puffy got that deal with Arista. It's just because of that song, Flavor in Your Ear. That song was big, and that's was supposed to have been the first single, but, apparently it didn't work out for Craig Mack and them, and Biggie, did what he did. So he was dissatisfied or unhappy and all of that. I don't know if he was officially dropped from Bad Boys or what, but Big D and Eric B were the two. And I hate that rumor is out there that everybody keep thinking that Pac was going to be Death Row East. Pac record label was going to be Machiavelli. Death Row East was just what it says. Death Row on the East Coast, Death Row East. That's what that meant. And so he was going to be one of the first artists signed to the label that Eric B. and them were going to be running, and that they had brought the shit to be signed. And to be honest, that night when Pac got shot was promoted, number one, as a promotional party for some boxing event, raise money for that boxing event so Pac could work off some of his community service that he owed to the state of California. But two, and more importantly, it was Craig Mack was scheduled to, and I believe he did eventually perform at Club 662 that night when Pac got, when what happened to Pac happened. And so, and it was kind of like Craig Mack's signing party. So I know also Pac dying, and then Craig Mack probably lost $200,000 that night because, the deal didn't eventually get executed because, at that point, shit starts spiraling out of control. And, At that point, Suge heads was other places. I'll just say that. And I don't think it was about executing and completing the deal with Craig Mack and continuing to have Death Row East in the works. So that would be my take on what happened with Craig Mack and the deal and why, he never was officially signed to Death Row. It's just because when that happened to Tupac, a lot of people's lives changed. A lot of things changed from the company standpoint and from, the thinking and the business decisions that Sugar was elected to make at that time. And so, yes, Craig Mack was going to sign to Death Row, or the plans were to do that, but it never did happen. He was never signed to Death Row. As far as the recording budget and all of that, I'll be lying. I wasn't in that position at that time, as y'all always try to tell people that I make myself seem like that. I tell y'all, I did not start dealing with business stuff until June of 1997. But from that, I was just always with you, and he was just giving me game.